this isn't an all comprehensive list, but this is a good chunk, and I just want to get you guys thinking outside the box a little bit. These are just some of the more common water, mold, fire keywords that you guys should be going after. But everybody's going after water damage company, as you should. And I have over here to the right too, keep this in mind, Google can know where you're searching from on your phone, but people still type in the city names as well, right? And from a desktop computer, like some of the older demographics still do, right? Because we can monitor that and watch all that. So you want to go after these keywords as is, but you also want to go after these keywords with all the suburbs and surrounding cities you guys cover, right? Like I'm assuming most of you cover, even if you're in a smaller town, there's going to be some smaller towns around your small town that you cover. So you want to go after these keywords in addition with the city name after it. But I do want to point out too a few of these keywords that you guys like, the near me. And see, the thing is too, all of these keywords you can put near me at. Like I said, I only got so much room in the slide, right? So I can't have 1,000 keywords listed here for obvious reasons. But so keep this in mind, like the near me, for example, right? What do people tend to put near me, even on the desktop? Because if somebody has to drive somewhere, like they want a water damage company close to them, they're going to put water damage company near me, or mold remediation contractor near me. So all these keywords you can put near me after it, and that would be a whole nother keyword string that you can go after and show up in the search results. Obviously, again, to get them to your website, to get them to call you to get the business. Again, that's the point to all this. So keep that in mind. That's a lot of oh, blessing. Man, excuse me. Nope, it came out of nowhere, but I'm good. All right, so keep that in mind. The near me, you can add that to any of these keywords here, right? And then I also want to see, this is a huge one, and so we track the call recordings, so we can see where all the business our clients are getting. We can see where it's coming from, and this is some gold right here, because I've listened to some huge jobs come through. But people type in, like some people just, as you see it over here, flooded house, okay? Some people just type in, but who to call for flooded house. And if they type in who to call, they're looking to make the phone call, right? They're not researching, they're not shopping. Their house is flooded. They're trying to get somebody out there. So that whole who to call phrase, you could put that with any of these keywords. I'm telling you, that's money in the bank, right? That's, again, I know I keep referring to that, but again, I'm, with my background in construction, like I don't, all this is a means in the end. You want more jobs, you want more revenue for your company, point blank. It's the only reason all this digital stuff even matters in my mind. Maybe you disagree, but more traffic, more phone calls, more business. That's why we try to keep it simple. And that's why if you put who to call, that person's looking. That's a high intent, what we call a high intent keyword. So just like the near me with the who to call, you can put out any of these keywords. Who to call for flooded carpet. That's another. So flooded carpet, you might think like a carpet cleaning company, but like I've heard guys get nice $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 dry out jobs because their carpet's flooded. But then the drywall soaked up water. It turns into a nice little water damage job, right? Like that's thinking outside of the box keyword right there. Flooded carpet. Not a lot of companies go after these keywords, even in the paid ads world, right? Like everybody's trying to go after water damage restoration, $75 a click. If you go after who to call for flooded carpet, it might be $10 a click, right? So there's so many strategies. I can talk about this all day probably, but I'm not gonna do that. I know we gotta keep it short and sweet. But one more too, another good one because I've heard it: toilet overflowing, money keyword. And a lot of these are. A plumber might need to be involved as well, right? Like somebody's toilet's overflowing, yeah, they need a plumber to come fix the toilet and all that. But when the plumber gets out there, who's he gonna call, right? He's gonna call his buddy Bob down the street and get $400 or $500 referral fee. Bob gets the restoration job. So if you're smart about it too, you can go after some of these keywords, and when they call, like, yes, no problem, Bob. Will I got a technician on my way, and I tell you what, I'm gonna call my friend Joe. He's a plumber as well. He's gonna come out as well. Like you can be that first call. Like for example, we just the other day we went after a plumbing. Well, this is kind of getting on a tangent, but I'm gonna say anyway because it's similar to this. Like thinking outside the box is ultimately what you need to do. Is we're testing this in some paid ads with our clients. The first call he got, emergency. They were looking for emergency plumber. It was a hotel job. Hotel flooded out. It turned into he's actually not done with the drought yet, but I texted him the other day, and he that might have been one of the texts I showed you earlier. He thinks it's going to be a $15,000 mitigation job, just based on the keyword that it's not a normal restoration keyword, but we're testing it for him. First call he got turned into a $15,000 drought. I mean, the 70% margin or whatever it is, that's we're pumped for him. I mean, that's super. So obviously, we're going to look into more of that strategy and try to roll it out. We're just going to dive deeper down that hole to see if we can't leverage even more of that, right? And he's just like, look, I'll find a plumber. I'm like, we'll figure it out. But like, man, he's just pumped. So just think outside the box, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at, and think about combining, who to call, near me, emergency. You can put in it 24/7. I don't even have that on here, but you can put 24/7. But you can combine that with all these keywords with the cities, and I mean, there you go. There's 400 keywords right there you can be going after over time. So kind of went on a tangent there, but it's important, and if you really pay attention to this stuff, it can lead to some huge jobs. Hope you got value out of that video. If you're looking for more ideas and strategies for better ways to market your water, mold, or fire damage restoration business online, you can go to restorationmarketinggroup.com, and there we have a free checklist you can download. It's called the Ultimate Online Marketing Guide for Damage Restoration Contractors. And there you'll be able to get the latest strategies that are working now to really increase your lead flow online. You could probably even 5 to 10x the number of leads you're getting per month from internet marketing. So there should be a link below, restorationmarketinggroup.com, and there you can download the checklist for free of charge, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.